Hi, I'm Mrs McTaggart and this is my final video in the vector series. We are now combining all the stuff we know and we're going to be looking at adding and subtracting vectors, doing the magnitude, but now involving 3D vectors, whereas before I've only done it with 2D. Good news is the exact same methods apply to 3D vectors as they do to 2D vectors. We add the same way, we find the magnitude the same way, only there's a little extra bit added on. So here is my first question. We're going to work with vectors u and v for these three examples. First one just wants magnitude of vector u, and we know it's asking for magnitude because of the lines either side. So magnitude of u, you can simply go in and apply Pythagoras with all the numbers. So you do 3 squared plus 4 squared, but we now just extend it to 3D and we do -1 squared. Oh, there should be a plus sign in there. And then if we work out what all of them are, that gives us 9 plus 16 plus 1. Obviously, you can just go straight to a calculator, but I'm pretending I don't have a calculator right now because it could be an uncalculated paper. And if we add them all up, it gives us the square root of 26, which as a decimal gives us 5.099. So I'm going to say 5.10 to 2 decimal places. Okay, so we just go into Pythagoras can be extended into 3D just by doing your third number. You might have seen 3D Pythagoras already in terms of doing it in 2 parts. Now we're doing vectors, we can do it all in one go, and it just means you've got 3 numbers. Things to watch out for though is, remember, when you square a negative it turns positive, so I would never even put that top line in the calculator. If you were, I would just do 3 squared plus 4 squared plus 1 squared. You can ignore the negative when typing it in. Right, part 2, we want 3u plus 2v, so I'm going to come up here and do 3u plus 2v equals, and we're going to treble the vector u. I'm just going to write this out. Some people will jump straight to the line of trebling it, but I need to show you all the working. So I'm going to do it this way. Then I'm going to jump to the line where I treble everything. So 9, 12 minus 3 plus -2, 4 and -6. Then we add them. 9 and -2 gives us 7. 12 add 4 is 16. And -3 minus 6 is -9. So that is part B, that's 3u plus 2v. Part C then wants us to find the magnitude of that. So we can now say that 3u plus 2v magnitude is applying Pythagoras to your answer. So 7 squared plus 16 squared plus -9 squared. Now for this one, I'm just going to go straight to my calculator rather than write down all the numbers, which is perfectly okay in the exam, but I am going to go straight to typing this in. I'm not going to write in all the numbers individually, but I am typing it as 7 squared plus 16 squared plus 9 squared, because I know -9 squared is the exact same as 9 squared, and I don't want to make a mistake by putting the negative into my calculator, which will happen. Okay, I see it all the time, which gives us the square root of 386, and as to 2 decimal places, that is 19.65. Job done. And this is probably my shortest video ever. This is all I've got to show you on mixing it all up together. I've kind of covered everything. So that's us done with vectors. Thanks for watching. I hope it's helped.